this is the place, Roadtrip. Sponsored by D&E Mitsubishi, Howard RV Center, and Performance Auto Specialists.
Good evening, Wilmington. It is what it is. Love where you live. I'm Daniel Siemens. Happy Friday, y'all. We got Helen Holt in the house, too. We are at the North Carolina Blueberry Festival in Burgaw. It's easy to find, guys. You got the Pender County Courthouse, and then the festival is all the way. It circles the Pender County Courthouse. It is a beautiful day out here.
Oh, yeah. Got a little bit of rain earlier, but the sun's out now, and it's starting to feel toasty out here, and the music's starting to play behind us.
They're doing some band checks. We got the Fantastic Shakers going to take, I believe, right after 7. We're going to announce them at 7, but they're doing some sound checks, but that's not going to stop us from telling you about all things blueberry.
Yeah, it's all about blueberries this weekend. And did you know, Daniel, that southeastern North Carolina makes up 95% of the blueberry crop in our state?
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's a lot. But unfortunately, Mother Nature threw us a few curveballs this season, making it not a very good one.
It was a devastating frost.
A mild winter caused the blooming process to begin weeks ahead of schedule.
Strawberries were significantly early, blueberries were 10 days early, and blackberries were about 10 days early.
But in mid-March, a stretch of cold temperatures took its toll on the blueberries.
It took out a significant portion of the North Carolina crop, probably about 45 to 55%, somewhere in that range.
Cal Lewis with Lewis Farms said his early varieties saw the biggest hit.
This has got good production.
While mid and late varieties did okay.
Increased prices made up for some of the revenue lost by growers, but not all of it.
Lewis is a Pender County native, and despite a tough season, he says this county is the heart of blueberries in North Carolina.
The Blueberry Festival brings attention to what growers do here and what they work a lifetime to produce.
The typical season is from May to June, with the peak around Memorial Day weekend. So as the harvest process wraps up, the hard work doesn't just end.
As soon as the last picker comes through on these bushes, we come in and we trim them by mowing them, and then in the winter we cultivate and prune, and of course in this latter part of summer we have to put fertility on the blueberries to grow the vegetative part of it, and we have to herbicide the middles to get rid of the grass and weeds.
The countless hours to produce this small berry, one not too sweet, not too soft, and not too tart. It's a key ingredient for pies, jams, ice cream. There's so many ways to eat blueberries. For Lewis, it's only by the handful.
Eat them every morning, just like that. That's my favorite way.
And Mr. Lewis was so sweet. He gave me a whole bucket of blueberries. I think I'm going to turn into one if I eat all these. So Daniel, of course, I will share with you. It's so nice. And in Ogden, you know, they have the stand there. It actually closes. Tomorrow's the last day, so it's going to be closing for the season with everything happening so early. They're closing a little bit early. They're normally open through 4th of July, but closing a little bit early this time. But something also neat about downtown Burgaw is actually across from the courthouse. It's hard not to notice this huge mural on the side of the Art Beat Community Center. This was painted by a Canadian artist along with a few hundred people from the community here. The artist traveled to schools, churches, the hospital, heard so many different stories from locals about what makes this place so special and unique, and that was the inspiration for this masterpiece. The artist created an outline on the wall, and then everyone got to painting.
It's bright, it's colorful, it tells a story, and if you just stop and look at it, maybe it tells something to your heart. And I think you bring to it what you feel when you look at it.
Whiteside says this project really brought the community together and really hopes that this is the start of many more in Burgaw. It took about 3 weeks to finish the painting, and it's really neat to look at because every time you look at it, you see something different, and I think that's what makes it so unique. There's so many itty-bitty, teeny pieces about it all that makes it so special.
Creativity at its best, y'all.
Absolutely.
So Helen's got more from the forecast after the break. We also have much more from the North Carolina Blueberry Festival in Burgaw. We've got some special guests joining us in just a second. Helen said she was going to share something.
I ate a few myself, so I'm not going to lie.
We'll be right back, y'all.